What is up, YouTube? AUTOCON360 here, back again with another review, and today we will be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Z S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God Son Goku. Now, if this is a figure that I'm very happy to finally have, this was sent to me by a really good friend of mine who is in the Marine Corps. He found this at a comic shop in Florida. He picked it up for me and sent it my way, so I'm very thankful to have this in my collection because now I don't have to spend $200 on eBay trying to get one. So, really awesome figure. I do really enjoy this. It looks great with just all the other Gokus that have come out recently. It looks great with the Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So let's go ahead and we'll take a look at his packaging, and then we'll take a closer look at him. And here we have Goku's packaging. Nice window box there. Nice picture of Goku. Nice red background. Super Saiyan God Son Goku. And I actually just noticed that Goku is spelled different on these boxes. The only one that I have that is spelled Goku is the Awakening Goku. I do know sometimes they kind of flip-flop it. Sometimes it is spelled Goku, sometimes it's Gokou. And I just recently noticed this when I got this, which is really funny because I have 5 Gokus. But yeah, nice images over there. All your official licensing right there. Bluefin, product shots, Super Saiyan God Son Goku, Goku on the bottom. Not much at the top, so let's crack this open, shall we? And here we have Goku's instructions. Shows you how to swap out the faces, how to swap out the hands, warns you of the paint rub. That's pretty much it for this sheet. And here we have Goku's accessories. We get 4 interchangeable faces and 5 sets of hands. So let's take a look at those faces first. Here we have face A, or just the normal blank stare face. Here we have face B, or your smirking face, which again, all of the paint on these is really nice. I do really like it. Nice and crisp. Here we have face C, and here we have face D. And then as far as hands go, it's your usual Goku fare. We get 2 fists. We get 2 karate chopping hands this time around. We get 2 martial artsy hands, 2 Kamehameha hands, and 2 Ki Blast hands. And just like always, swapping the hands is nothing new if you're an S.H.Figuarts collector. It's just a simple ball joint. And swapping the faces, you just simply take off the hair, and my face rolled away. There it is. And then you just peg the face into the lower set of ports and plug the hair back on. And there you go. There we have our S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God Goku. Looking really good. Now, one of my biggest complaints with this guy, and has been since the images were shown off originally, they didn't go with the same design that they had for the prototype, which I think looked a bit more like the initial images that we saw from Toriyama when he originally came up with this design. He had the smaller arms, his boots were a bit taller, but I do see why they decided to not go with that design. It was also based on their older articulation scheme, so this works better. This is also a really good way to introduce a new Goku body into the fray. But the arms are actually noticeably smaller than the regular release of Goku or any of the subsequent Gokus that came after this one. Actually, I believe the first Goku that came out with this body mold was the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then this was just after that. As far as release schedules go, I think they were about a month apart. But yeah, this does follow that same pattern of articulation, only with smaller arms. The chest is smaller, and I think that's really the only differences here. The arms and the chest and the head is also different, like I was saying in the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku review. It is a unique sculpt to this figure. The only other figure to use this sculpt is the Goku Black. His base form head is this same head sculpt, which it works out pretty well. I didn't notice until I actually got this in person how different the 2 heads are, which we'll take a closer look at those in a few minutes. But yeah, my biggest complaint with this guy is the color of yellow that they used. Well, it's slight orange, but it's almost yellow. It looks kind of like it's about the same color as Sunny D, if you have that where you are. Um, but yeah, it's about that color of orange, with some fade over it that doesn't look the greatest. I'm most likely going to buy another Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, so that I can have that body and put this head on it. But we'll see what happens. It's kind of warming up to me. I'm not the biggest fan of the blue either, but again, it's kind of warming up to me. So we'll see what happens, and I'll let you guys know what I decide to do. And I do also really love the metallic red on this figure. It definitely just looks amazing. The way it shines, the way it reflects light. Oh man, it is just gorgeous. Absolutely love it. But articulation is nothing really new here. Like I said, it's the Goku 2.0 base body. Got a ball hinge and swivel on the neck. You can orient that neck as however you want for the tilt. And the base of the neck itself is also on a ball joint, so that does help there. Your shoulders are on a ball joint that's connected to a butterfly, so you can get a full 360. The butterfly will bring it out that far, which is actually really good for a Goku, but it's also due to all the hollow space in here. So it's pretty good. The shoulder pads on a ball joint, of course, he will go outward just that far. You do have a dedicated bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, but they don't give you the greatest range. It's like this top joint just doesn't bend very far. Just bending the top joint, we go from there to there. That's it. Just that slight bit of pivot. But that second joint's really where all that motion's coming from. Usual Figuarts setup for the wrist, ball and hinge, so you can orient change the axis of pivot on that wrist however you'd like. You do have a ball joint at the abdomen. Works really well with a pull-up on it as well, so if you want them a bit taller, you can have them a bit taller. It also does help to make them look a bit lankier. But with the ab not pulled down, get a little bit forward, more back. With it pulled all the way up, you definitely get some deeper tilt forward and definitely deeper back. Now you also have a ball joint at the waist. Of course, rotation at both those ball joints, and that will also help you get a little bit more tilt out of that. Your hips will go forward that far and back that far. It will go outward. Not a whole lot. The hips on these are quite loose. As you can see, that inner universal joint kind of splits first. I'm definitely worried about that breaking. It seems fine for now, but I'm definitely worried about it. It only gets you that far out. Do have a thigh swivel, double joint knees, and your ankles are in a double barbell. So you do get quite a good amount of range out of those. Nice pivot, downward, upward, and you do have a toe joint, so you can toe. And now for comparison. First off, here he is with Broly, which, again, Broly's still a real big boy. And for those wondering, I am going to get the regular base form Broly. I caved. I'm going to pre-order it tomorrow. But yeah, that'll definitely be coming up soon, so stay tuned for that review. Here he is with the Warrior Awakening Goku. Here he is with the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Again, just love the metallic on both their hairs. Looks fantastic. Here he is with the two people responsible for him reaching this new height, Beerus and Whis. Here he is with the Saiyan Raised on Earth Goku, which, taking a closer look here, you can see just the differences. Well, let me get Goku's arm out of the way here. You can see the differences in the two head sculpts. Just to point them out here, this piece sticks out a bit higher. Let me even them out. This piece sticks up a bit higher. This one curves out a bit farther this way, whereas this one kind of curves in. These are pretty much virtually the same. Very little difference there. Over here, these are straighter on base Goku. Around the back, you can see that these are completely different. They're actually at different angles here. It's a bit more difficult to see on the base form Goku, but you can really see how this one curves differently than this one. So it has a bit of a angle to it, whereas these are smoother lines. They don't curve harshly, just like with all these and all these back here as well. and even these are at different angles. This one points down, this one points straight back. But yeah, I do really enjoy having both of these. And also, Goku here has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bangs like he should. Super Saiyan God is 4 like he should. And also Goku has this piece here that is extra. This one's also at a different angle, whereas God Goku just has this one. So there you have that. Just because here he is with his best friend Vegeta, also in Super Saiyan God. I do love the way these two look together. I like having the different color reds, and it just makes me wish I had 2 different color blues on my Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan heads. And I also wish it was kinder to my wallet and didn't make me have to buy a second Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, so that I can have another on my shelf that's just in God form. But either way, I'll get it eventually. But they do look great together. And then finally, just because, here he is with the Marvel Legends Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wave Deadpool and the Mafex Deadpool. And there you go. There you have Super Saiyan God Goku. A really great figure, and I'm very, very happy to have it, and very thankful that my friend was able to find one and was willing to send it to me. He just had me pay him back for the shipping, and I'm very, very thankful for that. If you would like one, you can search eBay. I don't recommend it. People on eBay are not nice, especially when it comes to this and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Those things are expensive. This figure on eBay will range anywhere between $130 and $200, sometimes more than that, dollars US. Definitely recommend you find one in person in store for a retail price. Somewhere between, I think it was somewhere between $50 and $70. I think it might have actually been closer to like the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku's price of somewhere between, I saw him anywhere between 30 and 40 bucks. I paid $37 at Big Bad Toy Store. I think that was his original retail price because he doesn't come with a lot of stuff, not any interchangeable heads or anything. So he is a lighter package figure, but still cool nonetheless. I definitely recommend him. If you're able to afford him and you want him bad enough, definitely go in on him. And I do really love this guy. Stay tuned to my Instagram. You'll see a bunch of pictures of this guy and Super Saiyan God Vegeta, maybe sparring. Beerus might be thrown in there. I don't know. Haven't actually taken the pictures yet. Probably going to do that this coming weekend. So stay tuned. And as always, I am AUTOCON360. Please subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at AUTOCON360, and you can follow me on Instagram at DustinZoom27. All that will be linked in the description below. And this has been the Dragon Ball Z S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God Son Goku. And as always, I am AUTOCON360, and I'm saying, letters.